Well, we're here with Bobby Flay. This is number 10 for Bobby's Burger Palace.
Number 10.
Exciting?
Yeah, very, very exciting. And it's actually our biggest Burger Palace as of yet. We actually have a huge full bar. Because, you know, in Maryland Live, there's going to be some serious nightlife here. So we expect to get lots of people hanging out at the bar, eating burgers, having our cactus crab margaritas, and maybe watching a game.
Now, you said this is not a gourmet burger place.
Right. It's not a gourmet burger place. I don't want people to think that, you know, you're going to come in here and there's going to be foie gras and, you know, lobster on the burgers and they're going to be $26. I mean, you know, the burgers here are $7, and it's just a better burger as opposed to, you know, going to a fast food restaurant or something like that. We call this fast casual. It's a very casual environment. You come in, you pay the cashier after you order. You take a number and you sit wherever you want. We bring you the food. We take it away from you. You don't have to tip. I mean, it's a very sort of, it's very customer friendly in terms of you decide how long you want your experience to be.
Nice. Now, you're doing a show on Food Network soon called Opening Night. You're following people, right?
Well, we changed the name of the show,
okay.
But you're doing your research.
Well, how does it compare? I think you just started filming that. How does it compare now to actually open a restaurant after you've been giving that advice to people?
I just opened a restaurant in Asbury Park, New Jersey. Actually, it wasn't a restaurant. It's a bakery called Confections of a Rock Star. And it's this woman who is a musician in Asbury Park, New Jersey, who's opening a bakery, specifically lots of cupcakes, but she's never really done it before. So that's sort of the way it's going to go. It's a limited series. I'm only doing 6 of them. I can only do 6 of them because they were so stressful. I mean, you know, the idea is taking people who have never been in the food business before and getting their restaurant open. The title of the show is actually 3 days to open, because I just go in there and I get them open no matter what.
Wow. Now, you talked about Baltimore being known for crabs.
Sure.
They're gonna show up on a burger?
I don't think so. I mean, look, if you want a great crab cake, there are plenty of places to go in the Baltimore area, the whole state of Maryland, than to come here and get it on a burger. I just feel like it would be like a little bit gimmicky. But I'm going to come up with a Maryland style burger. I mean, I'll probably definitely utilize some Old Bay and, you know, make a burger that tastes like Maryland as opposed to just throwing some crab on it. I mean, there's some good crab cakes here.
Now, when you see something on the menu, if we see that Baltimore burger, we know you're gonna test it and make sure it's perfect.
Oh yeah.
You said with the milkshakes, it took you a year.
It took us about a year and a half to really perfect the milkshakes. You have to remember, like, you're probably saying to yourself, like, why would it take you a year? I could go home and make a milkshake right now. The answer is yes, but the ice cream, the density of the ice cream, the flavor of the ice cream, you know, how cold each ice cream gets is all very, very different. Then, you know, bring in lots of different flavors. All the flavors we use are incredibly natural. How much milk to put in, how much ice cream for each shake. There's 11 ounces of ice cream in every one of our shakes, so they're really thick. And then, of course, the blender itself. So it took a long time to kind of put that all together, so we got it to the perfect consistency and flavor. And I think we're pretty close.
I love the fact that this is kind of born out of nostalgia, that this Crunchify thing with you putting your potato chips on your hamburger when you were a kid.
Yeah, well, I mean, actually, I didn't put the potato chips on my burger. I would always eat the potato chips where the cheese from the burger had melted onto. I would eat those first, and that was like when I was doing this restaurant. I was like, how am I going to emulate that? You know what? I'll just put them on the burger. Like, let's cut to the chase, put them on the burger where the cheese is already melted. You know, cover them, and then it gives it a really fantastic texture, and we call that crunchifying the burger. I mean, you'll see people, our staff walking around on the back of the shirt that says "Get Crunch." No, here I'll show you.
Get Crunchified. Yeah.
And so, you know, we basically made up our own word.
Yeah, and you trademarked it, right?
Oh, yeah,
you love it that much.
Yes.
And so was there a place that you used to go to as a kid that kind of was the inspiration for this?
Yeah, and I'm a native New Yorker. I grew up in Manhattan, and there's a place, a bar called J.G. Mellon's, which is a local neighborhood, you know, saloon that has great burgers, and the burgers are really simple. I mean, they cook them on a flat top like we do. It's American cheese, and it's really, really simple. But there's something about the way that they cook them that just, I crave it. You know, I'm thinking about it right now, and I'm saying it.
Right.
I'm gonna have to go cook myself a burger.
Are flat tops better than grills for burgers?
I think they are, because when the fat melts, it creates its own juices, and then it's just the burger just sits in its own juices as it cooks. So it really gives it kind of steams it a little bit, gives it a little bit more moisture, and I think it gives it way more flavor.
Nice. Real quick, next Food Network star, totally different concept this year. You're coaching, mentoring the contestants. How's that feel?
I love it because I always felt like for the first 7 seasons when I was on the judges' table that I was trying to mentor them from the judges' table anyway. You know, it's like I hate judging people. I mean, I get judged all the time by my customers or on Iron Chef by actual judges or restaurant critics in my restaurants. And so I don't really love judging people. I like to be really constructive and give them some tips on how to be better. And so that now I don't have to worry about judging them. I can just kind of push them to be the best that they can be.
Nice. We gonna see you pop back into Baltimore sometime? Check out Bomb.
Oh yeah, I'm very hands-on in my restaurants, and so I have one in College Park, I have one in DC, and one here. So that will definitely be my sort of mid-Atlantic swing.
All right, people will be looking for you.
All right,
Probably a pleasure.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you.